May I come in, sir?
You come.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Please take your seat and please introduce yourself. Let
you,
us
sir.
know something about you.
Yes, sir. So myself, Dinesh Biswal. I belong to Khurda district. I completed my schooling in 2006 in 10th standard, and I passed out in first division. And after that, I completed my 12th from KVDV College in 2008. And I was fortunate enough to join the Indian Naval Services in 2009. So I completed my naval services for 15 years, and I got retired in 2024. So meanwhile, I was continuing my naval services. So I did my graduation and post-graduation from IGNO in 2018 and 2021. And after that, after I left the service, I have been preparing for civil services. This is my second attempt and first mains and first interview as well.
You left the service. You are not an ex-serviceman, or what is your?
I'm an ex-serviceman right now.
Okay.
IGNO, you had English, right?
Yes, sir.
English, okay. Please tell me about the Shakespearean novels. Like, what do you have to say about A Midsummer Night's Dream, or The Tempest, or Julius Caesar, or Macbeth?
Sir, while considering about the novels by Shakespeare, sir, so the beautiful novel Othello or Romeo Juliet, so I find is very interesting. The characters are very complex and based on the human emotions. So, and it gives you a real feel. You know, in generation to come, they find it is relevant. In the coming generations also, it will find the novels are very relevant and it has a very human touch. So it's very beautiful.
And what do you have to say about The Merchant of Venice, the Jewish character that they show in Shylock the Jew?
So I'll have to read about that.
Because they say the Jewish brains, the German brains, and the Japanese
Yes,
brains are the best brains in the world.
Yes, sir.
And the Jews control the entire European economy throughout the period, and that is why Hitler resented against the Jews, because it was yes, right, okay.
Yes,
They minority, but they control the entire economy of the European continent, and that is the reason as to why Hitler was so furious that he was responsible for killing 6 million Jews.
Right, sir. Right. Even the history says also Israel being a minority also, although they are minor, they have fought the wars and they have won it also.
Yes. And any idea about Bernard Shaw?
Sir, I have heard about him. I have very little idea about it. So right now I'm on.
You've read any of his books, Bernard Shaw?
So during my graduation, post-graduation, I think
Because you said IGNO, you have English, you've said graduation and post-graduation.
Yes, sir.
And Charles Dickens?
No, sir.
No. David Copperfield?
No, sir. I think William Wordsworth was there.
Achha. No, because I see there is a change in your, what do you call, the trajectory, physics, chemistry, mathematics, then English.
Yes.
Then English. Okay.
Because once you are into the services, so there is a provision by the naval services with the IGNO, there is a memorandum signed. So you can pursue your higher educations through your study centers or regional centers, which has been established through the naval curriculum.
You are from Khurda, right? You said?
Yes.
Khurda. What is so important about Khurda actually? Why would one like to talk about Khurda?
Sir, Khurda has a multifaceted provisions, which holds a lot of it's historical, very rich. It has the Barunei Hill is a testament to our Pike rebellion, which still gives you that vibe when you pass on that Barunei Hill. It gives you the feel of that Pike rebellion. The Pikers were the center of Piko was there. They are residing there. They are controlling that rebellion from there. And there are a lot of temples in Khurda. Let it be Lingaraj temple. Let it be our Mahaugratara tourism center, Mahagratari Pitha. So that give you a lot of cultural heritage feel, which you feel that you are very enriched and you are very blessed to be born in this district. And moreover, Khurda district holds the capital of our state, that Bhubaneswar. This is the most urbanized district of our state, and it has a IT hub. So it is also a smart city. So
I would like to know something about Bakshi Jagabandhu.
Sir, Bakshi Jagabandhu, sir, he was the main architect behind the Piker rebellion. He was the chief piker of King Raja Mukunda Deva II. So soon after, Jai Rajguru sir was killed in 1804 after protesting the incoming of Britishers. So after that, the revolt was taken over by Bakshi Jagmohan sir. So he gathered all the energy, all the Paiko forces around different districts of Odisha, and mainly protested against the atrocities and the change in revenue system, change in salt taxes. So he was in
Was his personal property involved there?
yes, sir. Because in his time he was given so incentives in forms of some lands and his some agricultural land or some residential land. So that was given because they were serving as the defense system of the particular under Raja Mukunda Dev. So while Angrez subdued Khurda district under them, so they were removed from that privilege. So that was the first reason which caused unpleasant situations, and the rebellion basically was given birth out of that.
What are the latest additions to Indian Navy?
So there are INS Tamal is on the way. It is in the right now it is in the Arabian Sea. It has just left Greece last week. Now they had a exercise also with Saudi Arabia in the Arabian Sea. And recently INS Hemgiri and INS Udayagiri had been added to the naval forces, and it was commissioned in the Visakhapatnam port.
And aircraft carriers, do we have any aircraft carriers?
So we have right now, presently we have 2 aircraft carriers. One is Admiral Goroskop. The previous name was Admiral Goroskop. Now it has been renamed as INS Vikramaditya. It was commissioned in 2013. And recently in 2022, INS Vikramaditya has been commissioned in the Southern Command. So the base port is in the Southern Command. So we are planning for the third one, the INS Biswal. It is in the planning stage. The Sea Bureau has been designing because it is heard that it will be a surface nuclear ship.
Are we planning any nuclear powered submarines?
Sir, we have inducted INS Arihant and Arighat, and there is a third one.
Nuclear powered?
Yes, sir, nuclear powered. There has been no name given, so it is under the project S4.
And what about the position of cruisers and destroyers?
So, as I mentioned before, INS Tamal is the last ship which has been imported from foreign. So, and the other ships which has been in times to come will be inducted and commissioned. It will be completely indigenously made. So, there are, I think, because of this project 77, there are 4 to 5 ships in the pipeline which will be commissioned by 2027.
What about this Quad, the Pacific Quad that India, USA, Japan,
yes,
and yeah.
Sir, Quad was established to establish the naval supremacy of all these member countries in the Indian Ocean region, and to provide maritime security to the respective countries, and they will work in tandem to enhance each other capabilities, and throughout the exercise with each other, they will flourish together to maintain the global hegemony altogether. And also it was to in disguise to counter the supremacy of China.
China, right? So, okay. Now the situation is changed. Do you think how effective would it be with the way Trump is acting? And it seems there are so many dissensions within the Quad, and this is just a very hypothetical situation.
Yes, sir.
How would you place it as a naval officer?
Yes, sir.
Now the developments that are now taking place around the world, international relations, the way it is shaping,
yes,
like, whether you do not know whether you're going to China, you're going to the Russia, or you're with America, and the position of Quad, how would you try to place it?
Yes, sir. Sir, in the history is the witness in the geopolitics since ancient time and to the contemporary times. The geopolitics has never been static. It has been changing through times. So this is a situation where India has to take a cautious step because in the history also it is always believed USA is never a all-weather friend. It changes its position according to the requirement of their need. So considering that, India, through its policy of, because India is not only the member of Quad, there are multiple organizations in the Indian Ocean region where India is a part. Recently, there was a SEO summit where the trio of Russia, India, RIC, has been in talk. So India will balance its position not through just only Quad. So it will through the different organizations. Let it be SEO, let it be BRICS, let it be our BIMSTEC. So India will balance its global position through the Indian Ocean region to comparing to our needs.
So you think that India has always been a non-aligned country, NAM, non-aligned movement, and it continues to be so by trying to bargain on either side to extract the best from the both the sides?
Sir, when India was given independence, so when we got the freedom, so we had a concept of non-alignment. But over the time, the geopolitics has changed. The requirement of India has been changed. So India is not going to be a developed world by 2047 as envisaged by the present government. So this is how it gives you a different requirement altogether. So this is how from non-alignment to there is a shift to multi-alignment. And within multi-alignment also, now we have specified a few more things, particularly within multi-alignment, we are now focusing on the institutional leadership rather than the personal leaderships. Now, like for example, in Russia, we have a institutional friendship with Russia. Let it be before President Putin was there. So India has been all other friend before Putin also. In times to come also, we have an institutional relationship. So where our relationship will sustain. So in that way, even if in Singapore, in Indonesia, so there will be with the change of regime, the relationship does not change. So this is how we are maintaining multi-alignment from the shift of non-alignment.
So we are shifting from a unipolar world to a bipolar world, from a bipolar world to a multipolar world.
Multipolar world.
Where you have different, on the basis of issues, you are choosing your friendship and you're aligning with anyone who suits your interest.
Sir, having said that, India, although changing its position from non-alignment to multi-alignment, but still we are sticking to our Indian values and Indian ethos. We are not just supporting because there are examples. We can take the example of Taliban. We can take the example of Israel. Although we have a very good relations with Israel, but we still support the two-state solutions with respect to the Israel and Palestine. And even if we have opened the diplomatic channel with Taliban, but we still do not recognize the Taliban regime as the government of Taliban.
Right.
So you are from Indian Navy,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Tell me the strength of Indian Air Force, Navy, and Indian Army.
Population?
Yes.
So in Indian Navy, there are 55,000 around forces. The strength of Indian Navy is 55,000. And in Army, this is 5 lakhs. In Air Force, it is 1.5 lakhs approximately. Because this figure is changing frequently over the years.
Army only 5 lakhs, 5.5
Army 5 lakhs, sir.
or 11 lakhs.
Oh, so I think I may be wrong, but I guess it is.
Please recheck it.
Yes, sir.
11 lakhs for Navy, it will be somewhat around 75,000.
55 to 60,000. So this figure
75,000.
changes.
Currently, it is 75.
Yes.
And in the same way for
I'll get it, sir. Because when I retired, so I was giving that figure.
this is the current status I'm giving.
I'll read about it.
75,000, then 1.5. That Air Force one, you are approximately correct. But for Army, you reduced to almost half.
Okay, sir.
Recheck, no problem. So your optional is sociology. What is Max Weber's views on authority?
Sir, Max Weber, sir, very clearly defines authority. The society has to run and society has to sustain in terms of the authority. And he says authority is something which is being supported and given that legitimacy by the citizen itself and by the people itself. And authority is based on 3 things. One is the traditional authority, and the another one is charismatic, and the third one is the legal rational authority. So traditional authority means like the priest and the king, and charismatic rational like Mahatma Gandhi, Lenin, Nelson Mandela, and legal rational authorities our civil service and constitutional heads.
I have a curiosity on your job profile. How much distance from the baseline of India you have traveled?
Sir, We have been to the EEZ, or 200 nautical mile from the baseline.
Beyond 200 nautical miles.
Beyond 200 nautical miles.
So there is also presence of maritime police, presence of Indian Coast Guard and Indian Navy. What is the basic difference in terms of their roles and responsibilities?
Sir, in terms of responsibility, Indian Coast Guard, Indian Coast Guard is responsible for maintaining the coastal security mainly within our contiguous zone, 24 nautical mile.
Correct.
And the Marine Police only works on the territorial water till 12 nautical mile. And Indian Navy has no limit. Indian Navy has no limit. It can go to any extent.
Continental shelf.
Yes, sir. It goes to the 200 nautical mile. 200, and beyond that also we have that.
EEZ up to 200 nautical mile. It is universally accepted for everyone. For all the countries, it is same.
So this is something which has been prescribed by the UN clause.
Yes.
Sometimes there are certain countries like China doesn't obey it. China says they have their own limits together. They have their own standards to maintain the.
Do you know how much is it for Brazil?
No, sir.
It is 350 nautical miles. Now for India, it is 200. Now,
sir, India is a party to the UN clause, so that's why India obey that the prescribed limit by the UN clause. I am not sure whether Brazil is a member.
Vienna Law of Seas. Vienna Law of Seas even.
So there is a high sea treaty which has been established in the conference was in France in June 2025. India has ratified. India has signed it, but India is yet to ratify it. So India will have jurisdiction beyond 200 nautical miles also.
sir, what is a war crime?
Sir, war crime is something which is defined like doing the crime in the disguised form of conducting a war. So, like it is very prevalent in the recently Israel-Palestine crisis. You can say the Israel-Gaza crisis, where Israel, in the name of protecting their sovereignty, they are doing the war crimes.
War itself is also a crime, isn't it?
Sir, it depends on the context. What context one context we are saying it, because war is something when the national interest is involved and your sovereignty and integrity is involved. So this is justified.
So recently, I think in last year or two years back, in the context of Russia and Ukraine war,
Yes, sir.
in a cinema hall, movie hall in Ukraine, Russia dropped a bomb
Yes, sir.
where civilian populations they were
Yes, sir.
many were killed out of it. Now, which Geneva Convention Russia violated here?
Sir, Geneva Convention on Genocide.
What was it? First, second, third, fourth. First was all about.
Sir, I don't remember that.
No problem.
Yeah, there was, I think, 3 Geneva Conventions on war and peace and on Red
I'll read about
Cross.
this.
You read
Once I
it.
read
First is
about it.
about soldiers, second is about POW, okay, and then civilian population comes.
Yes, sir.
So all those things you read it. Geneva Conventions, like read it. Geneva Convention.
What is the highest position in Indian Navy? Rank, highest rank.
The highest rank is Admiral.
Middle. You have never tried to reach that post?
So this was not possible, sir, because it was not, my entry was not for that.
Okay, so what is your job in Navy exactly?
Sir, being a petty officer medical, my job was to supervise the men and material of my unit. So the professional limit which was assigned, so my job was to train my men to train my men on my medical field.
Medical field.
Yes, sir. Medical field. Medical field. I have to train them. I have to supervise what they are doing.
That is all on this, not in combat mode.
Sir, everything happens in the defense services in the combat mode only. Because we have a concept, you always consider what you are doing in the front of war. So every moment has to be in a war mode. Nothing can be done in the peace mode. Because this is not for the forces made of.
So after working this 15 years, you must have developed that attitude to do everything in a war mode, right? You have been habituated to that. So what the government expects from a BDO with a war mode, combat mode, and in a civil mode?
Yes, sir. Sir,
What difference public will get?
yes, sir. Sir, having said that, the naval services gives you lots of discipline values and lots of it helps you to
No, excuse me. I think I was not heard properly. My question is, what people will expect? Let me rephrase my question.
yes, sir.
What people will expect from a BDO for a civil background and a BDO with 15 years combat background, what difference will it give to the public?
Yes, sir. Sir, the difference will be with the time of delivery of service. So, I think with the prior experience of my naval services, I will be able to give the faster service to my citizens, to my people where I will be working, and quick decision making I will be able to do that with my prior experience. And if there is a in sense of crisis management, because there have been many situations where I faced the crisis management. There's at times there is a crunch of manpower, there is a crunch of resources. So I believe I will be able to handle such sort of situations more effectively and more efficiently.
When man and material is not be available, you know the government arena. That is not like your military arena. When you will be a BDO, you will be in a civil area. Their man and material is not available on order or on command,
Yes, sir.
right? A peon will defy you practically.
Yes, sir.
How do you think in a situation like this, you will be able to deliver goods to the people?
Yes, sir.
I hope you understand my
I
question.
understood.
Because this is a different reality,
Yes,
and
sir.
that is a different reality.
Yes, sir.
I have seen peons disobeying BDOs because you cannot take his job. As simple as that. So how do you think you will be delivering in this environment?
Sir, in this particular situation, if such situation happens where your junior and subordinates are not obeying your orders or not, they are not taking your orders properly, which is supposed to be done, I think there is I have to approach it in a different way, in a participatory approach and in a conscience building approach. And I'll have to make them aware about the rule and regulations which is prescribed and their area of duties where they they must be aware about their area of duties, and it might happen they will defy it at first, but there is a so-called notice can be given to them, and if they are not obeying the orders and if it is happening repeatedly, and disciplinary action can be taken against them also, because after all this is a service and they are doing civil services for the citizens.
Have you ever been to the block office near your village?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then you understand the difference between what you are answering to me and the reality that is happening right over there. Get prepared for that. But that is a different war,
Yes,
in
sir.
a different zone,
Yes, sir.
in a different nautical mile.
Yes, sir.
You have to get ready for that.
I understood your question, sir.
How many vowels are there in English?
Sir, 5.
What are they?
A, E, I, O, U.
Define a vowel.
Sir, vowel is a word of English alphabet.
Vowel is a?
Vowel is alphabet of English word.
English language.
Okay,
English language.
carry on.
English language, where it does not take the stress of syllable. So we can pronounce it.
Giving you one more chance, refine your answer. Or improve
Sir,
your answer.
I know it, but right now I'm just not getting the exact definition of that.
And then you should say, I don't know, no, sir.
I just tried to frame it because I knew it.
No, you wrongly framed it.
Okay, so I'll read about it.
Okay, how many vowels? There are 5. How many consonants are there?
21, sir.
21. How do you know arrived at this 21 number?
Because there are 26 alphabets.
Yeah.
So apart from there are 5 vowels, so there 21 is left.
21 is left. That means 26 minus 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So, ମାନେ ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହିବି ମାନେ 26ଟା ପଣସରୁ 5ଟା ଆମ୍ବ ନେଲେ ଆଉ 21ଟା କଦଳୀ ରହିବ, right?
No, but there are two.
No, that is what you said.
There are two.
26ଟା ଆଲଫାବେଟରୁ 5ଟା ଭାୱେଲ ଗଲେ 21ଟା କନସୋନେଣ୍ଟ ରହିବ, right?
Yes, sir.
ତାମାନେ 26ଟା ପଣସରୁ 5ଟା ଲେମ୍ବୁ ନେଲେ ଆଉ 21ଟା ଆମ୍ବ ରହିବ, right?
Sir, I believe this is not the right comparison because there are two.
That is what you said. I never said.
I'll read about it, sir.
Not read about it. See, you have done your MA in English. What I am asking you, take care of some basics. Okay? MA re gote paper tamar thila translation, right?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Next, you said geopolitical stance.
Yes, sir.
What is India's geopolitical stance?
So right now,
Or how important is India as from its geopolitical point of view?
India is the leader of the global south. So the geopolitical stance of India, it is very evident in this present world. So India has taken the stand of has taken a democratic stand in the world. So it is reflected. It stands an example how a democratic world should work and should.
You are not answering my question, boss. I said, what is the geopolitical stand of India? I didn't say, wow, geopolitically, what India says or what its philosophy is. What is the geopolitical stance of Turkey?
I'll read about it, sir.
So that is apply that, right?
Yes.
What is that special thing for which he took over Andaman Nicobar Island from the Navy point of view?
Sir, I believe Subhash Chandra Bose, he was associated with.
Be specific,
Yes.
from the Navy point of view,
Yes, sir.
why he chose Andaman Nicobar Island?
Sir, this is because it was a strategic point to counter the Japanese counter the naval forces of Britishers, because Japan was at that point of time Japan was establishing its hegemony in the geopolitics, because prior to that Japan defeated Russia and also attacked USA at that point of time. So to establish and to oust the Britishers from India, so he took that Andaman Nicobar point so that the Japanese military forces can come there, and it was considered as the base point of that.
Have you ever been in any operation during your career?
Sir, I have been in medical operations, not in naval strategic operations.
There is a saying, power corrupts. Is it applicable to Navy?
I don't. I think, sir, this is an exception to the naval forces, or to, for that matter, to the defense forces, because the structure of naval forces is like that. Even if you are so powerful, so it is highly unlikely that you will be corrupted, because the sense of the value system which is installed through the naval curriculum or through the training. So this is very less chance, very exceptional cases where it can happen. But moreover, in my times, in my career, I have never seen where my commanding officer or my executive officer, second in command, they have been corrupted to any extent.
So that means you are saying that Navy standard is much better than Army and Air Force, right?
No, sir. This is not a
Then you have your Bofors, you have your Rafale.
So, sir, I said that I clearly mentioned that there are certain exceptions might happen, but moreover, overall,
So these two are exceptions?
sir, it can be considered as exceptions.
Okay, fine. And take care of your English, because you remain English. They will ask you questions, basic things in English.
Right, sir, I'll work on that.
Get your T's crossed.
Good. Thank you.
All the best.
Yes.
ଭଲ ଅଛି ହେଇଯିବ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବହୁତ କମ ଫିଡବ୍ୟାକ୍ ମୁଁ ଲେଖି ବି ଦେଇଛି ଜେନେଭା
Sir, can
କନଭେନସନ
I ask you a few things?
Oh yes.
Sir, what I need to improve upon, sir? Like,
Yeah, that's what we are going. That is what she is going.
Because you asked me.
Please wait. He is going to tell you that.
I thought I'll have to.
all of us are going to tell you that. Please wait.
କେତେଟା ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ମୁଁ ମାର୍କ କରିଦେଇଛି ଆପଣ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋଫାଇଲ ଦେଖିବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଜିଓଗ୍ରାଫି କୋଉ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଥିଲା ଆପଣଙ୍କର
Khurda district.
ଖୋର୍ଦ୍ଧା ଉପରେ କଲଚରାଲ ସିଗ୍ନିଫିକାନ୍ସ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବହୁତ ଅଧିକ ଅଛି ପାଇକରି ବେଲନ ଅଲ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ମନ୍ଦିର ମାଳିନୀ ସହର ବହୁତ ଗୁଡେ ସାର୍ ବି କହିବେ ତାପରେ ବହୁତ ହେଲା ଆଉ କେତେଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଜବ୍ ପ୍ରୋଫାଇଲ ଉପରେ ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମମ୍ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ଆସିବ ଜେନେଭା କନଭେନସନ ନାଉ ଲେଟ୍ସ ଟକ୍ अबाउट ଇସ୍ରାଏଲ ପାଲେଷ୍ଟାଇନ ୱାର और आपका एनवायरमेंटल इश्यूज गुड़ाक बर्तमान चलছে अफगानिस्तान कौन है अर्थक्वेक फ्लड इन नॉर्थ इंडिया ये सब देखिदेबे आ गोदरा
सोशियोलॉजी टा निज सब्जेक्ट टा को देखियो
सब्जेक्ट मैटर थ्योरी गुड़ाक देखियो लेजिटिमेटिव थिंकर्स ऑफ सोशियोलॉजी लिखा है ताको देखियो आर्टिकल 1 to 50 ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज एक्चुअली मैंडेटरी फंडामेंटल राइट्स जीपीएसपी फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी आपको
सेटा टिके देखो आपनकर जो आंसर टा
उनक्लोज
इज ओके बट यू आर नॉट रिलेटिंग योर आंसर्स टू इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जोटा गोटे एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर हिसाब रे आपनको दरकार
उनक्लोज
always relate it to the whatever constitution IPC you refer, you don't tell something, you say that भारत संविधान या कुछ
Sir, you asked me one question. What is the geopolitical stance?
1
of
minute,
India?
let me finish that.
Okay. Sir.
तो ये केतरा पॉइंट मार्क कर दीची आपण देखि दियन हे जिवो आपनकर भलो अछि ऑल द बेस्ट सर
That's about all, I think. Yeah.
सर
Yeah, you wanted to ask me something.
Yes, sir. You asked me that the geopolitical stance.
First of all, you got that question wrong, or I think I could not present my question properly. There was a miscommunication between
Sir,
you and me.
if this is the question, what is the geopolitical stance of India?
India.
So
That
what
means
would, sir, what would be
in geography,
yes, sir.
in geography, the position, the geo, that is the geographical position of India, how that is contributing to politics of Southeast Asia.
Okay, I understood.
That is why, to make you understand, I used the country Turkey. What is the importance of Turkey? क्या है उसमें? It is situated in a place where everybody has to interact with him. So I asked, what is that? That is why, relating to that, I asked you the next question. Why Suwas was captured Andaman Nicobar Island? That is why आज तक चीन का हिम्मत नहीं होता है इंडिया में हाथ लगाने का, because of that strait.
Okay. Sir. And sir, you asked me a few questions like where I could not answer.
There is a lot of question I didn't ask you. We can discuss it later. We have other people. Okay, one question for me. Tell me.
Sir, I could not answer like you. I think mostly whatever you asked, I could not answer properly. So was
No,
I?
it is. There is nothing like everybody knows everything. Do you think I know
No, my
everything?
question is that, sir, when I could not answer, so did I lose my patience or was I nervous?
No, if that would have happened, I would have been the first person to say it to you. I have already mentioned it to each and every candidate because that is my area. If I would have seen that, I would have asked you. I would have seen.
आपण
Okay.
कोन कहउचंती नॉट इंपोर्टेंट रादर आपण केमिति
केमती कहउचंती सेटा
So was it understandable what I did?
yes yes you are very much clear and confident don't worry
No, your confidence is right. आंसर गुड़ाक कनेक्ट करନ୍ତୁ जेंति आंसर टा आपणक कथाटा आपण बुझी पारुचंती जणे 100% अटेंशन देले आपण कथाटा बुझी परिबो जदि सी कारण सी जदि टिके इनअटेंड आपण कथाटा बुझी परिबो always relate it to the person who asked this question. Same question when sir asked, same question he asked, relate it to him. All other of us, when I am asking some question, see that, listen to that question and answer that. You can do that. You had the training for that. Just it. Okay? I
Sir,
think
whatever I answered you is understandable. Sir.
Yes, I was quite satisfied. I think you were quite thorough in your area. The way you tackled these questions, particularly initial questions that I asked you,
Yes.
I was quite satisfied with that. And that way you were quite convincing. And the board sitting there would appreciate what you said because you had a clarity of thoughts in those areas which I particularly asked you.
Yes. And sir, for like whatever question you asked, I believe I could not answer that genocide wala convention properly. So
Like you said,
nobody
you know,
knows. I told you, nobody knows everything.
everything.
And the person who is asking, he is not also expecting that you answer every question. Interview is not for your knowledge.
sir, what answer you were expecting? Like you asked me, Guru Teachers Day and Guru Divas.
कारण टीचर ओडियाटा शिक्षक गुरु नुहे गुरु ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ଅଲଗା ଦିନ ଅଛି ଗୁରୁ ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣିମା
So that's what I.
It is obviously teacher translation guru କେମିତି ତାହେଲେ ତ ଗୁରୁ ପାଇଁ ଅଲଗା English people do not have a concept of guru. Do they have? ତେଣୁ language is not about language. Language is a representation of culture. ବେଙ୍ଗଲୀ ଭାଷାଟା ମିଠା କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ? Not just because ଭାୱେଲଟା ଅଧିକ से आपन गाली दो से कहो अपने केन आमे गाली देनो अपनी केन गाली देनो से कहबन तू कहीं गाली दोछ बोली सो दैट कल्चरल डिफरेंस इज एविडेंट ऑन योर लैंग्वेज आपण आज पर्यंत इंग्लिश पढ़ी आसे मते कहले पासिव वॉइस ता केबे जीवन में यूज करछंती केबे सार हम पचारछंती मु पासिव वॉइस जीवन सारा यूज करनी पड़ी कोन भाई बट इन इंग्लिश कल्चर दे यूज पासिव वॉइस एक्सटेंसिवली से केबे कहंतनी कबाटा खोल दियो दे विल से लेट द डोर बी ओपन्ड कारण दे फील क्या एक्यूज करी कहवाटा अभद्रामी इन इंग्लिश कल्चर दैट इज ए जेंटलमैन लैंग्वेज
So I was not nervous now when I could not answer. Because if I am, so I have to work on that. So
You will go through.
Now your questions tell me that you are nervous about your exam.
sir, I'm not nervous.
Then you are
I'm
not.
just asking whether it is evident or not in my
No,
face.
if it was why you don't trust us? I am sitting over here. No,
Because
why
the
you are asking
purpose of
twice.
You are confident ଆପଣ ଭଲ ସ୍କୋର କରିଥିବେ ଆପଣ ମାର୍କ ସାର୍ ମାର୍କ ଆପଣ ଫାଇନାଲ ତ
Right.
shared.
It's all right.
no, it's okay, sir. I just wanted to take that feedback
Confidence level
so that I can
now
work
is-
upon.
You are in the creamy layer, don't worry.
Take care of that. Okay.
Thank you.
ଆପଣ ତ share ହେଇଯିବ ସବୁ marks and all those things. So all the best.